to What's Growing at CMC, the weekly segment where I, Daniel,
and I, Talasha, share some stories about the seedlings that are sprouting here at College Mennonite.
First, though, here's your weekly reminder that we are married, so it's okay that we're not 6 feet apart.
Thanks to your generosity, the food pantry is going strong. We are also collaborating with the window so that we can distribute food for them and help even more families.
Sam Yoder connected us with a direct source for pork. So starting soon, we'll be able to give freshly butchered pork products to families in need.
We get to help a local farmer and local families. Good news.
The COVID-19 fund has been put to good use this week, paying some bills and connecting some internet.
We got to deliver 2 desktop computers to families last week, and we have more available, thanks to Sandy Swartz and Druber.
Tell us if you or someone you know needs a desktop computer.
We are also hearing about people who are getting groceries for the Love Shack a regular part of their week.
Caleb has even been sharing some of his baked goods with the Love Shack.
If you would drive past College Mennonite Church on a Tuesday or Thursday, you would see school buses.
Yep, that's right. We said school buses. CMC is one of the area churches that has partnered with Goshen Community Schools to be a food drop-off site.
So twice a week, school workers come here to our parking lot to pass out breakfast and lunch to the children in the Goshen community. And through them, we have been able to give out some masks to families in the community.
The office staff is showing us that we can all learn new tricks.
All of them have been helping each other to figure out new ways to support the work of the church.
Doug Venderly has officially joined the camera crew and was just in here recording worship.
He's also hard at work managing the office and answering all of your questions.
Thanks, Doug, for your willingness to serve wherever you are needed.
Marie and Whitney have been hard at work learning a new email and texting system so that we can keep you, College Mennonite Church, informed with the latest news and updates.
If CMC is your church home and you haven't signed up to receive texts, or you're not receiving CMC's weekly email, please call the church office and we will get you signed up.
Thanks, Marie and Whitney. And thanks to Tina for coordinating and resourcing all of us.
You know how we keep hearing stories about wildlife taking over the streets? Well, something similar has been happening in our church hallways. There are tables and chairs and pianos everywhere. The fellowship hall is full of cooking equipment. There are inanimate objects taking over our space.
It's nuts. No, in all seriousness, it's all for a good cause. There is a lot of deep cleaning going on to get everything ready for an eventual return of all of you to this space.
A huge thank you to our custodial staff for all of this hard work.
We had a lot of new households sign up for virtual connection groups this week. Thank you for doing that. Community Life Commission is now at work putting groups together and helping those get going.
Even with easing of restrictions, it will take some time for us to responsibly worship together in person. But we are happy to see the creative ways that you all are finding to be in physically distanced community.
We hear that a lot of Sunday school classes are being very active virtually. We want to hear and to share those stories here, so please send them to us.
There was a drive-by birthday party that Carol Greaser organized for Adrian Torres Mendez.
Carloads of CMC family drove by to honk and sing and yell and wish Adrian a happy 2nd birthday.
Jared Lehman led Growing Roots in a conversation about family activities that are working during this time. We learned some interesting things.
Across the board, families are spending a lot of time in nature.
Like many of you, we are hiking, gathering specimens for microscopes, bird watching, scavenger hunting, making huts, geocaching.
Many are going outside every day, rain or shine. One person put it this way: we are enjoying taking care of our yard instead of seeing it as a chore.
Parents also report noticing their children growing in responsibility and taking initiative.
We're curious about this phenomenon. Child development research would tell us that it could be related to the increased free play time these children are experiencing.
Talash is geeking out now, if you hadn't noticed. But we're hearing about free art projects, inventing games, bike rides, backyard campfires, learning new instruments, and ping pong trick shots.
Many of you are making cards and sending them to people in the church family.
We would love to hear from other groups in the church about the ways you have seen God at work. So send your stories and pictures, and we'll highlight you in a future week.
There is something growing at College Mennonite Church.
We are grateful to be walking this path with you, and we will see you next week with more stories.
God was, God is, and God will be.
Thanks be to God.
Reaping and sowing, planting and hoeing, there's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God. Reaping and sowing, planting and hoeing, there's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God. Reaping and sowing, planting and hoeing, there's something showing, popping up through the sod. The Spirit's blowing, new life we're knowing, giving and growing in the garden of God.